This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. It is August 28th, 2024. I thought I'd do a video while I'm riding today. Anyway, 69 days left to the election, when they try the big cheat. I'm in there already trying to cheat, like in Detroit, Michigan, where only 50 of the, or not advisors, but observers are Republicans. The rest of the 2,300 are Democrats. Don't worry, it's all going to be fair. And those 50 will probably be locked out, or they'll be put somewhere where it's a guaranteed Trump win. Anyway, craziness. And then you got the Trump sentencing coming up. Watch, don't let any crisis go to waste, right? Boy, they're going to sit there and make as many as they can. But anyway, it's just what they're doing is insanity. They're going to steal it. So what do you need to be preparing for? Civil unrest for November 6th. I just assume that we all form up a good defense force, Trump's defense force, so we could, stop the cheat. But that's not going to happen. We got to wait for it to happen for us to do something. Okay, so be it. So everybody better get prepared. Especially if you're in like Portland or Seattle and you got a Trump bumper sticker, you need to get prepared. Like I say, if you live in the big city, I'd be voting early and being out of the city for sure by that Saturday before the election. That's just my advice. There's a time to attack and there's a time to retreat. And, you can't take on the whole city yourself. And we need you when the real war comes. But anyway, the cheat's coming on. I mean, I can't believe they're trying to convince us that less than 1% of the vote 4 years ago, and all of a sudden she's got over 50% of the vote. And she's done nothing. Nothing. We get to hear what she's going to do. Most of the ideas are what Trump's going to do, and she just upped it a little bit, put a little bit more in the pot to entice voters. I'm so sick of buying votes. I don't care who does it. Using our money to buy votes. You know what they need to do? Get rid of the earned income credit. Okay, stop taking income tax. Then we wouldn't need that stuff. Just something they can play games with. But anyway, getting back to the task at hand. Preparing. You got 69 days left. 69. Should be no excuse why you're not ready. Okay? I mean, this isn't a joke this time. These people mean business. They're not going to give up power. They stole it in 2020, and they're going to do it again, thinking we're not going to do nothing. And maybe they're right. I don't know. We haven't proved ourselves really to be worthy of what the founding fathers gave us. And I know it's going to upset a lot of people, but we're not willing to fight to defend it. Just let the steal go on. That's what we'll do. We'll just let the steal go on. I don't think so. We can't let this go on any further. Trump did get killed. He just got wounded. So we don't have to do anything. They're openly gunning for him. And we can't do anything. And then another thing. We're not supposed to talk about revolution or civil war or standing up for ourselves on YouTube because it's an entertainment platform. Really? Well, I'm going to go where everybody's at. And I'm not going to change my channel just because somebody in a cubicle with a bunch of colorful hair doesn't like my content. Like I say, YouTube can hit the delete button anytime they want if they don't like my channel. Until then, I'm going to keep this up. Want passion? I got passion. We're not going to get the steal on this time. Okay? But anyway, they're pushing for it. And then the interview. Okay, she hasn't given an interview yet, so she's finally going to give an interview, but Tim Walz has to be there. Okay? I mean, this is what we're dealing with. What's she going to do when she's got to deal with Putin? This is just a reporter asking her what her stance are, her positions are on stuff. What's she going to have to do when she's dealing with Putin in World War III? Anybody? Anybody? It's a farce. And just like the debates. Okay, I don't understand why, if you've been president and you're following, you know what being president like, I'm saying this against Trump, and you're Kamala Harris vice president, why do you have to prep for a presidential debate? I'm just curious. If somebody were to come up to me today, you know, and want to debate being a cowboy with me, I don't know, one of the hot rope or whatever, it wouldn't be no problem. I wouldn't have to sit there and prepare for a debate. Are you kidding me? You do it every day for a job and you got to prepare? That tells me you're not prepared. Anyway, same with Trump. Prepare for a debate? You can talk right off the cuff. You got to prepare for a debate against a Democrat? I don't even know what to say about that. You know, my 9-year-old grandson could come out and debate Tim Walz, you know, since he's got to put up with all this garbage in the public schools in Minnesota that he's in. Anyway, but 69 days. You know, food, water, entertainment, just be prepared to be on your own with no services for a while. Okay? And if you got neighbors that don't like you and they got guns, you know, the cities could become anarchy. Okay? So I'm just telling you, you live in a city, don't be there for November 5th and November 6th. Especially if you're a conservative who lives in Detroit, Portland, Seattle, Chicago, San Francisco, New York, D.C., you know, all the other places they burnt down before. Okay, those are the places they're going to come to first to do it all over again. And then the ones that they had resistance to, where they got the crap kicked out of them when they show up in town, well, they'll probably show up again, but just with reinforcements. This is going to turn to shooting, everybody. It's going to turn to shooting. It's the only thing we can, because they're not going to stop. And I'm not going to give up my country to them. I served as a Marine, and now I see the enemy here. I'm willing to sit there and fight the enemy here, just as I was willing to fight it overseas when they sent me overseas. So, anyway, guess the message is 69 days left. Prepare. They're not going to stop. They're going to do the steal. And I'm not going to be a communist. And I hope nobody else is going to be a communist there. It's time to take our country back, everybody. Okay? No matter what the sacrifice. It's to make our children free. Anyway, time to take our country back. This Lone Wolf Prepper. Out.